Well guys, today we're gonna clean out the garden. As you seen, there's a bunch of turkeys out here in the yard, and I just seen a squirrel over there towards the garden when I looked out the window. And I think I'm gonna get the pellet gun and see if I can shoot him quick. And then we're gonna go right into the garden and start getting all the potatoes and the sweet potatoes, I guess. There's, yeah, quite a few things, so we're gonna go right to that. Let's look if we can get that squirrel first. Well, I didn't get the squirrel, but here's the garden that we're gonna be working in today. So, sweet potatoes. There's some pepper plants here. I'm not sure. There's some hot peppers on there if we want to get them, but sunflower heads, I don't know. We might leave them there. Potatoes, sweet potatoes, red beets. I see. Some of them's just gonna be pulling out the plants and spreading them out across the garden. And then probably what we're gonna do is run the chicken fence around here again and let some of the chickens run in here just to kind of pick up what they can, and then the rest will compost for next year. As you had seen earlier this year, we had the chickens in here to start this garden, so yeah, I'm not sure how much of this she wants out of here, but we'll look what she wants done, and then we'll do that today. Everything's pretty much on its way out, so yeah, this is Wednesday, September 27th, so October 1st, which is this Sunday, archery season opens, so then and turkey season. So I mean, there's, as I speak, about 100 yards that way right now, I can see about 10 turkeys. So next week, pretty much, I guess, we're gonna have to sneak a few of those and throw them in the freezer. So I don't have the tags yet, but I probably will the next time I get to town. We can just buy them over the counter here. So I think that's gonna be it for today. The food plots are growing. I spread some seed out here in the pond bank in a couple places, so the deer and the turkeys will have some food plots to eat this winter. Even though we shoot some of the animals, we like to take care of them too, and plus it makes it a little easier to shoot one without, you know, going way down in there and chasing all the others away. So that way we can sit up here and wait for them and decide, hey, we want to shoot this one, or do we want to wait on an old one, or a bigger one, or whatever we want to do. So, but yeah, there's rye and clover and some buckwheat, just because I'd spread that out earlier, but it was so dry the seeds just sat there on the ground. So now with this rain, last night we got a little more rain. It's nice and damp this morning, so we're good set now. The rye's shooting up. It's not green yet, it's just kind of got the purple shoots on it. It's like a winter rye, so that'll grow now, and then as soon as it warms up in the spring, it'll get, you know, waist or taller, and then we can spread our new seeds in there and do it all over again. So, hey puppy dog, what are you thinking? Alright, so I'm gonna go inside for a little bit, and then we're gonna come out here and see what we all need to dig up, see what we got. Alright, so it's a little windy. Hopefully it doesn't show up on the audio at all, but yeah, I'm gonna start digging these potatoes. I have no clue what's underneath here. Here and there we you know, dug in the side and grabbed a few as we needed them, so I don't know what's here. But so yeah, I'm just gonna kind of hand dig them because they're right here on the top, and we have this grass clipping mulch on top, so it just rained, so it's nice and soft. So I'll probably dig or pull some of the weeds as I go. So let's see what we can find here. So these are this row for sure is red potatoes. That one was sticking off the top, but we'll look at them once we get a little farther here. I don't know what to expect here, but where did I put that little shovel? I don't want to dig it up too much, but we'll dig as much as we have to get them out. Then we'll spread them out on the ground out here somewhere and let them dry out. If it doesn't rain today, which I guess it doesn't matter to have them out there for a little bit. We put all this dirt here. The dirt that was here is, I mean, it's only 6 inches thick, so our garden sits on kind of a clay base 6 inches down, and the rest we added, so it worked, but we'll find out how good once we start digging around in here. That's one thing with mulch, you don't need near as much dirt because, or for potatoes, because you cover the potatoes up. They can almost be above ground growing as long as they're covered with mulch. And one thing I like about a no-till garden is when you pull the weeds, you just throw them over on top of your mulch where they don't go back in, and you're good to go. You're just adding more mulch. If it rains a lot, sometimes they'll, get a root down through again or something. But for the most part, I'd rather have it in here than throwing it all out. And say like this crabgrass, if I just throw it there, it might get a little bit underneath there. But if you have mulch on there like you should have, it definitely takes care of that issue. Over in the pond. Whoop, there, I hit one already. So most of this stuff got planted pretty late too, so nothing was ideal, but we were just starting the garden, and it did good to think that. Wow, that's my answer. The second row was red potatoes too. I didn't ask her how we did that, but you can see the next one's white ones. There's a few poking out. There's a big one.
The orange one. Or is that not a red one too?
No, that's not a red one. Just leave those. This row here is red, the one that Hazel's standing on there.
Okay. We found a worm right here.
Well, there's lots of worms. There we had a lot of potatoes under that one.
Oh,
Yep. Yeah, there's
a worm.
Yep. Just leave the worms in there. If we want to go fishing or something, we'll have to dig some more. Make this soil that we put in here better. Make our dirt grow bigger potatoes next year.
Pretty tiny.
What you doing, puppy dog? What you doing, puppy dog? You're a good dog, right? Yeah.
I dumped it and it just fell right in the box.
There we go.
All the red ones.
Oh, that's probably about as big as they'll get. There's a whole mess of tiny ones again. Yeah, and I had 2 different gardens like this now, and they both work, but we haven't run them more than 1 year so far because we moved from that one to this one, and we started this one totally from scratch. The other one we started no-tilling. We tilled it a little bit to get it started because we were just right down in the yard grass, and then we tilled it so we could even get seeds in the ground, and then we started from there. This one we added dirt on top of the yard. So yeah, and they both work so far. What you thinking there, Toby? I mean, they're big. They're as long as my finger there, and very fat. And they're just all over the place. Like every time I dig down in there, see there's 3, 4, 5. I mean, they're just everywhere, killing my soil for me. Alright, I'm gonna keep digging here, then we're gonna go to the sweet potatoes, so we'll see you over there. Alright guys, look at these sweet potato plants. These things are pretty big. They're just go for days. I don't know how many plants there is here along the length of the garden, but another thing, if anyone wants basil seeds, I guess we probably already, they're coming out of there. I guess we're gonna have basil all over our garden next year, but all this brown stuff is seed pods, and man, it smells kind of good if you know, it's good smelling stuff. But I guess put in the comments if you know what to do with such a big amount. I mean, it just got big, and I don't even know. I mean, we can dry some down, but I don't know if there's something to do. I mean, it'll just turn to compost in here, which we need some of that too. So let's see what we got on this first plant here. Almost feel bad tearing this thing up. It's so big and still green, but let's see what's down under there. Got a big mound of dirt here that it's sitting in, so they should, I just think they need more time, which this one on top here does, but here goes. We're gonna at least harvest one of these and see what we got down underneath here. Yeah, look at that thing. I don't know if you can see that or not, but oh yeah. How big is that sweet potato? Oh, whoa! Look at that thing. Oh, I'm gonna pull this up. What in the world? Is that a sweet potato or what? That thing is as big as my hand. What? 2 of them. Man, that'll be some good eating. Just look, that's what that thing looks like in a, 2 of those look like in a half bushel box or what? Yeah, half bushel box. So, what are you doing? Alright, so there's, yeah, these things are still growing, but I don't think they need to grow more. You better go show Mom that one. Maybe that's what we'll do with the rest of them. We'll sneak a few off the side, but that way the smaller ones got room. So I think these plants are just gonna stay right on top of the hill. Alright, so the rest of these here, I'm just gonna go down in there and try look if there's any sticking off the side, the big ones, and get them out. Yeah, show the camera that thing. There you go, look at that big potato. Alright, let's put it in the box. Well, that's off of one plant there, so. Yeah, here's a big one off to the side again. I'm gonna sneak that one out of here. Whoa! Look at that!
That's a lot bigger than the other one.
No, it's not. That other one's this big.
Yeah.
See what we got. I guess I'll take this one off the top because it's kind of in the way. And here is another monster. That thing is round like a potato. What? That thing is totally round. Okay, I think we'll leave those there for a week yet or whatever, and then we'll just tear them up. craziness. When I pull the whole stalk up, there's so many in there, but if I take some of these bigger ones out, it should work pretty good to just wait to take the rest. Alright, I got 2 of these half bushel boxes totally full, and I'm just stealing some of the bigger ones out. So these are just smaller stalks, and they're just packed with smaller. None of them are gonna get real big anyway. Perfect eating size.
There are 4 of them.
Okay. Man, my knees are getting all muddy. Let's steal shotgun shell. There we go. Let's go pour these out in the yard. They just need to dry here. Alright. All the biggies. That's crazy right there. Alright, so these are all the sweet potatoes for today. There's still some more over there, of course, but right here in this row, there's some big onions still. The tops are dead. We just got to kind of find them and get the rest of those before it freezes, and then we'll see what else we can find. Guess we'll leave that on there until. Alright, put that in the box here. A couple smaller ones. Alright, I was just looking at the ground cherries here. I don't think these things ever stop until it freezes, because there's still cherries growing on them all over the place. They're we pretty much got what we wanted out of them. The thing is, the chickens will be in here, and I guarantee you they'll love these, whatever's still left. I didn't realize how this all works, but if these things would have been tied up, you would have just gone underneath there, maybe even put a piece of plastic down. You would have raked them things off of there. But now you got to pick them way up, and they're all down underneath there, and it kind of gets moist down in there, so it's a little harder for it to keep them nice. Alright, so we got the zinnias there, I guess they are. Plenty of seed heads there, but otherwise, cucumbers, those are big and fat and over the hill now. So then we have there's some chicken. Red beets, which we'll leave them there, and we got Brussels sprouts, which we'll just pick them as they get ready or whatever. Basil, parsley, some more ground cherries. Here's where the onions were. Just a few carrots left. Peppers. Not even sure what kind of peppers those are right off the bat here, but some green peppers, a couple different kinds here. But those are all just, they're blooming again now. Maybe they'll give something again. But and we got the massive sunflowers. I don't know if I have a, yeah, here's one that's big. Just ridiculous how big those things are. Got a whole mess of those. And we have some cabbage. I'll I'll cut off what's left of those. And then the beans are vining out again, but I don't know if we're getting anything out of that. Other than that, there's some old broccoli and some stuff like that over there. Still got some tomatoes coming. I think what we're gonna do is get the rest of the cabbage. There's a few cauliflower. Alright, as you can see, this is just the small heads that grow after you take the big ones off. I don't know what got to this one. Alright, so I got a big old box full. I think the rest are pretty much just smaller stuff that maybe we'll have to come and hit them one more time. Alright, Jordan wants to go check the minnow trap and feed the bass, and it's time to do that anyway. We've had the trap out since last night, so we're gonna go do that and I don't know, show you what we can of that. The water in the pond just isn't as clear as it was earlier this year, so we kind of just got to do with what we have. But the bass can still see the minnows because they still come blowing up to get them. So, and yeah, like I said, this weekend archery season opens for deer, and then turkey season opens the same day. So hopefully we can put a couple of turkeys in the freezer. And other than that, I can't think of a whole lot right now. Guess we still do a couple rounds of custom chopping here, earlage in the fields, a couple more days of that, the way it sounds. So I'll probably be running a tractor again, but let's go check the minnow trap. Yeah, we're just going down to check the minnow trap, and I seen all these clams here along the bank a couple days already. The shells, the raccoons are thick as all get out around here, so another thing we want to do is set a trap, try and catch some of them. Or we have open season on those year round here in Iowa now, so especially around buildings and stuff. So they're getting the clams out of the pond down here and just dragging them up out of there. I don't know, clams are probably not a bad thing to have in a pond, but raccoons and otters are around here, and we don't really want them eating the fish either, so, or anything else, ducks, whatever. So alright, let's see what's in the trap. Put a little bit of water in here first. Oh wow, that thing was tipped up. I don't know what's messing with this thing, but something's pulling on it.
How much are there?
There's only like 3 little green sunfish in here today. Oh well, we'll put them in. I think the raccoons we were just talking about keep getting them, or pulling it up or something. Alright, well we got 3 fish, let's go throw them in. Alright, go ahead. Oh yeah, good deal. Right in the center. Oh, yep, he got it. Alright, last one here. Oh yeah, they hardly even come up out of the water, but that was the last one. Alright, so these things are dry. If we decide to clean them, we can then, but I'm just going to put them in here so we can take them inside. Guess I'm going to kind of sort them, put the bigger ones in this box. Well, they're not even all gonna fit. That is crazy how big those things are. Yeah, maybe next year we'll have grass in our yard if it rains a little bit. We moved here and we started kind of working on the yard to get it seeded down, but it got so dry we never put seed in then. Now it's just kind of whatever grew. Got it? Alright, now the red potatoes yet. And then I think I'm done for today. We'll have a couple boxes full of white ones yet. Here I got some acorns that my wife is working on cracking and putting in water or whatever she all does to try and get the bitter taste out and then make some flour or whatever she's planning to do. But I think that's gonna be it for today, so I guess hopefully you liked watching us throughout the day today, and I guess we'll see you on the next one. God bless.